Oh, no.
Hey, welcome back to Shane's Main Shop. It's been a long time, been a lot going on, but today I thought you might want to take a look at what year Jeep is this? 50.
I don't know. It's got to be in the 50s.
Mid 50s. Anyways, this is a mid 50s Jeep. Runs awesome. It's old and beat up and modified a lot, but it seems that the pressure plate is stuck. The clutch and stuff is stuck, so it's staying. It won't come out of gear. Basically, if you try to start it, it's going to go. If you don't, you can't. Even if you push the clutch in, it's not releasing. So we're going to pull things apart and take a look. Probably not going to show you a heck of a lot. Just wanted to see if you were interested to see what's an old Jeep looks like, and maybe a few of the things we're looking at. So let me get the camera turned around and show you kind of what we're doing. Basically, we're just trying to pull off this center panel here. Never worked on this. I'm trying to see if we can see anything from up here without getting underneath this thing and pulling a bunch of stuff apart. We know the cable and the linkage and all that is working when we push the clutch. It's just not actually releasing. So I'm guessing the clutch is stuck to the pressure plate, and that has caused the issue. So we're going to get this cover unbolted here and see if we can lift this up a little bit and see down in there and possibly go underneath the Jeep. We will see. So we got that plate off. I watched the video. It must not have been quite the same Jeep, but when you pulled that off, it actually exposed and you could see down in where the other stuff was around. I thought it was just a floorboard plate that was going to reveal more, but all it did was reveal the top bolting housing for where the shifter goes into the transmission. So that is not going to help us for our problem at all. I was hoping to be able to see down past and beyond, but we're not able to do that in this particular case. So I guess we're just going to bolt that back up and we'll have to get underneath the Jeep.
Goes above the oil pan.
That's what I'm wondering. So we're back underneath here, and we're really debating if we want to bother with this project, to be honest with you, because we know this cover here has got to come off so we can see up in there, and neither one of us really want to do it. We have so many other projects. It's just too bad. This Jeep runs great, and we know most likely the clutch is stuck to the pressure plate. The only other way is to drop the whole transmission out. Really is the right way of doing it, but that's a lot of work that we just don't really want to do. So we're sitting here just thinking out loud whether we're going to even mess with this or not. So I'll be back with you soon. We're just going to look this over a little bit more. All right, we decided we are going to go ahead and just yank these 4 bolts off, because we can tell it looks like that plate is not turning up there and going up against the other part of the housing. So we're going to try and pull this little thin plate off here and look up in there and see what we can see. Worst case, we'll just put it back on. We're not going to do anything, but I don't think we're going to drop the transmission in this vehicle. That's for sure. What do you think, Mark?
No, I don't. As much as I would like to, unless we kept it and had all of the projects done and set it aside, and it's something we can work on at leisure when we didn't have to.
Maybe then, but yeah. All right. Well, let's get that opened up and see what's in there. The good thing about how caked up with grease and oil this is none of these are rusted, so they're all coming off pretty good. So they're all loosened up. Now we're just going to get them off and pull that plate down, and hopefully we can get in there enough. If someone's added a plate, you can see this plate right, there's my finger, right above my finger right there. There's a plate added below to protect the oil pan, or maybe the oil pan had a leak at some point. So it makes it a little bit difficult. You can see that goes right up close to where we need to get in there. So it's going to help, it's going to cut down on our visibility. So we'll see.
I'm just going to put it loose on here, just enough to...
All right, so that plate that we were going to take off clearly goes up and covers the whole front of the bell housing. Sometimes they're a half a plate, you can remove them, but this thing has so much caked on grease, it was hard to see. But we got those bolts out, and that plate is still firmly in position. And after starting to scrape away some of the grease, we can see that it goes up above the connection between the engine and the transmission. And this is just a project that we're not interested in getting into right now. Certainly something we could do, and we're considering putting this thing on a back burner until a later date. Let me just back up so you can see what I'm talking about here. There it is right there. So this is in the 50s, 1955, maybe 53 Jeep. And I don't think there's a plate left in here anyways. A lot's been replaced. I mean, you got plywood now for part of the body. But yeah, that's what we're talking about. Get a shot from the back here, but I think we're going to be putting it on a back burner, or even possibly sending it down the road to somebody else that may be interested in working on it, or something like that. It's a shame because the thing starts up every time. It runs great, plows good, it's got chains on it. It's in rough shape for sure, but mechanically it's great except for that one clutch issue we're having. So I guess that's going to do it for this video. Thanks for swinging by Shane's Main Shop. My brother Mark's going to go ahead and put the bolts back together on that, and then we'll make our final decision. Yeah, thanks for swinging by Shane's Main Shop. Please like, subscribe, come back often for more videos. Have a great day, and we'll see you in the next video.